Oh, okay. There was a round disconnector. I don't know why. Yeah, basically didn't know. He said to me, I didn't know when it was hands in their school. I was like, yes, in grade. It. Yeah, no. Stream cut off. Don't know what happened this time. We haven't saved. Why is my bitrate like crazy? Actually, that is actually probably a good question. What is with my internet right now? It looks unstable. I've done nothing on my end. Like, I've literally done nothing. Okay, it should be. Hopefully, we should be still fine. Okay, yeah, right. So in grade school, they saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's just okay. No, that's why I became a defense attorney. You know what? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Yeah. Oh, we'll just say. Yeah. Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry. Kind of forgot. Yeah, no, why is my thing unstable recently? Okay, Nick, over it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final. Also, Jason, I'm pretty sure the fact that if you mentioned that ahead of time when I was doing the first run, I probably would have approached things differently. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of third grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Yeah, no, my thing's unstable for some reason. A class trial? Alright, whatever. And we'll just... Fair enough. We'll just leave it at that then. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, in the third grade? A kid in our class got a slush money stolen. Slush money. Our school is really small. Everyone, kids are bringing in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared. With $38 still inside. Yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forget though. You were at school that day. Anyway, then we'll have stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Jimmy, no one play with him. Just admit you did. You can't hide the truth. Tell the truth. I'm not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no bar my razor. Jimmy lied and realized. I reckon. Okay, I can call that. Now, Phoenix, You know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Hold on. Oh, looks to be okay. Looks to be all good now. Unless he's my end. Okay, go over and apologize, Phoenix. I don't know what's happening. What was happening? I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone has been showing you did, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor. This boy is innocent. But Miles, it's your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone's ganging up. I'm picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Farewell. I will replace the money myself. This class trial's over. That's how it happened. After all that, it feels like we're the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. We're totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah. Well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a demon attorney, fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know and all, at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friend. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he had to meet me, whether he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well, Melby. Well, Besa. First, there's that rental bushshop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. That's all for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. So we don't have much. We'll get rid of that second photo. You must do it. Ooh, I was on their hunt. Well, someone's telling me about how this going. It seems to have occur about anything actual. Fine. December 27th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In third grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it's probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Geez, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you've changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I lost all memories of the murder. Lost your memories? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hit defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He was a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And no one sorry, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for the guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! This is no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth! It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Nick, no! That photo's like, don't show him that. You're right. Nice probably isn't a good time to dread up those memories. What is it? Nothing. Huh? It was that kiss that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow, would that be a coincidence? But even if that kiss is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you that. Okay, I think it's just... December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affair. Looks like Gumshoe hasn't come back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The book shop caretaker. He shares something like, catch him is the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? That's not possible! The world ended yesterday? He must be reading predictions for the future on someone's homepage. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Please, think about what you're doing. Jolina! Don't take my Tommy away from me! No! He wants to do an image training for Nasty the Force argument. Let's say Gross works in his office this time. Never tries to have a Gross work office. He's out again. When does he work anyway? Nah, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. December 27th, Board Lake Park entrance. Hey, pal! Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I stomped my toe in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel my cousin by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. My duty to you as a police officer. I'm off to catch the criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Laura was camping. The woods are off limit to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lala's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Number 20, Gordon Lake Public Bench. Huh? The seal eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stands closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. December 27th, Poop Brown Shop. The old caretaker got away. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I knew that clearing up the throat anywhere. Aha, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemons, you see? Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edward's trial ends tomorrow. Yeah, that is true, yes. But from what I saw in today's trial, Edward should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? December 27th, Caretaker Shack. Nobody's home. Hello, Squawk. Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, Squawk. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Yeah, maybe I should take care of the parrot, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know better anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great. Now the bird's gonna hit me. Yeah. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, it keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in here. In there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Flying Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for sure certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Letter from Sick, get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. The notes detail the murder and setup. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing the Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. I guess we need to go head to Gross Park now. Hey, right. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. I'm sure I'm getting crap. Let's get right. We only have today to get to the bottom of this. Fine. Solid mahogany desk. The woods have been polished with deep luster. I guess Mr. Grosswork isn't getting that painted back. We'll call it back for him. Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that letter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Alright. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came from out of the safe in the shack where the mental caretaker lives. You see. Revenge? On me? Who is that guy anyway? Who's that other guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant that you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then, which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? He also says, this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe? Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6, isn't it? Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? This is the suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get aside! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. Crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think it's time. The time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I wanna go! Help! Get aside! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No. Father! He's attacking father! Then I see a pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence that day in court or the bailiffs. And at this, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Hi. With that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? I thought it's the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yugi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth! You mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6, then maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. December 27th, Grossberg Law Office. Mr. Grossberg! Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not! My. Just calm down and tell me what happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream! Only a dream! I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well... Also, consider this. Yugi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. Too deep. He wants to frame him for murder. That leads me to summarize that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagine. Mr. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yugi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. So what do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Ashworth was very disapproving of Von Karma's technique. That's no surprise. Von Karma was an excellent man. Sorry, was an extreme man. Forging testimony and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He had a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Ashworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost and died in the spur, as it were. I see. And Gregory Ashworth was killed. The police called on a spear medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay. I am Gregory Ashworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. The Yogi was found innocent. That's why my mother left to us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it seems the one who lied was Gregory Ashworth's ghost. Gregory Ashworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Ashworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yugi is following this letter. When he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clans not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clans. Not one. That's not that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his clansmen innocent. His clansmen innocent. So why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yugi was a free man. Socially, he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could be my friend Von Karma? Von Karma. Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure. I just see it all the time on court records. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was right, my friend Von Karma himself. What's this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to blame Ashworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Ashworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Ashworth guilty. Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Ashworth's past like that? Even Mr. Ashworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Ashworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth got the blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. And in any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. He wants to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Well, Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. No, Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6. I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he killed someone. But then, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright? If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Christopher? Thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chance of finding something are slim. I understand. The police material, huh? Internal 27, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone in here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like the Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. You wondering if you could check out the records room again? Well, I can't just have anyone wandering around in here. But I guess Mr. McCormick's in there now, anyway. You can go inside as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! December 27th, Police Department records room. Let's see, as always, we were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I'm just assuming that he isn't here. On Karma. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases. Evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick! The file for DL6! It's completely empty! What? What are you doing in here? Eat! Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? Oh, what are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? I'm Miles Edgeworth's. We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. See, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're all like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. You can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. I'm gonna do it anyway. Roll. You think I, Prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Back. Reap. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that fender of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me, a grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Mr. Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You're right. Someone Carver is going to bring up DL6 in the court tomorrow. The slash drawers have opened, but labeled on the drawer reads Unsolved Cases Evidence. All stuff in here looks like it's random junk. Only evidence for DL6 instances. I can guess who took it too. On Karma. Oh, but yes, leader thing. So for Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi that letter. This letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense. Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600. Oh, and don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Nah, give me the letter. No! No! Oh, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Maya! Out of the way. Ah! He got us. The letter's gone, of course. I took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could. But one shot from that thing knocked me in a cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even I. But we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-consciousness her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What's that? What is that? A bullet? EL6 incident, evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember! Von Conroy was holding this when Maya jumped him. EL6 bullet taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. Prove it to you in court tomorrow. And yes, we'll be wrapping up this case and then we'll wrap up the stream. Like everything's all working nice, so we're good to keep going. On the event that it doesn't. December 20th, 9:51 AM. That's your court defense in lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Fuck! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Sorry, I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth looks rather glue. Sorry, Edgeworth is looking gloom as always. I hope Von Conroy doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. Well, I cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe we should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. There's no deal to let you treat anyone on your way out. Whoa! Pow. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Out of here! As promised, I captured a runaway caretaker. I brought him in. Took all night, pal. Nice, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got on the way in. I feel pretty good. Yugi said he'd forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. December 20th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 3. Mass is fully Patrick is now finally been discharged. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on! Don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Conroy, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's effort, the Boat Brand Shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserts that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the left, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. In the testimony, why I left the court. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday, like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I've got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motor things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as this. Wait, do we still have... No, we don't. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Alright. Hey, I called what you did running away and not just leaving. Okay. You heard Lara's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. Okay. In fact, they moved to Pankara and Yami Yogi. And I was... Oh, right. Then why did you leave? He's just going to say why. It's just so hard for you to listen quietly listen when someone's talking. I said quietly, Asher would be guilty in 3 minutes. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmet, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Okay. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well... I kinda got lost, you see. But this is trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Frank Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. But he was lost. Please, Your Honor. Come to your senses. You've lost so much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. And how did you know that you had... Then, how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with the incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness is satisfied quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. You claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove that what's going? How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old Cougar's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. However, with this, please continue. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. Okay. You had a grudge against Etrif and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. You've been saying the same thing over and over now. Over and over. You've been calling the witness memory of the past or lack thereof in the question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said that he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies! Order, order! Mr. Wright! This is a serious... There's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb with fun, Karma. It's right. Please tell us the witness's name. Right, please tell us this witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, the former court bailiff. Okay, that name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. I think there's a judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. What? Yogi, you sneak! Burned your fingerprints off to hide your past? Well, if the witness has some fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. Oh, Well, what would you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? Oh, I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you would like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, huh? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner from Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Funkama up on his proposal. Take Mr. Funkama up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Funkama? Danger Oz? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggests I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Funkama. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course. Should you go through with this, and not because of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy! Well, you still want to go through with your little game? Let the parrot take the stand! I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard! Oh, trust me, Funkama, it gets weird. It gets more ridiculous. Funkama rigged every person's Funkama rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Beth, bring in the parrot! That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Ning! The witness is ignoring me! It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who's your owner? Please, testify for us. The testimony, who's your owner? Hello, Squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Hello, Squawk. That's literally the testimony we have to work with. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Can you talk to her? Right. What do I say? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Well, Mr. Wright. I think we established that the parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with her own identity? Yes, it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us the proof. Nick! Don't you think so you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question on who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Jnani Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof of the pirate's name revealed in the caretaker's is... The DL6 kiss files? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the pirate's name? It's on the suspect data page. Page has all the information about Yana Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. See, I guess that is possible. A mere coincidence, that's all. My grandchild has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? He's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We need some other collaborative evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, getting closer. One more. We can just get one more piece of evidence. Right. What? Very well, with this, you may continue. This? Okay. As I recall, 2 days ago. Hey, have you ever gotten something? Don't forget DL6. Well, if we can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Hey, Polly, have you forgotten something? Hello. Well, that's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. Hello, Squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working yet. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me from Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we ask if he forgot anything? Maybe I got her to say the number of the safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shop? 1226! 1226! My, what a reckless pirate. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How could the number to his safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Take that!
The DL6 files? What's this obsession with you have with that case? Sorry, what is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright? Where is this case file somewhere related to that safe number? It's on the case summary page. Case summary? Specifically, the date in which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. See, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret number to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has something to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker to the boat shop. Immediately! Witness, tell us your name. Wait! This witness, he does not remember. No, it's okay. I accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick! He looks totally different! This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting people to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very courtroom. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So, was it you who killed Richard Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent. Get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really. But he didn't believe me. He won the trial. But I lost everything. I lost my job, fiancé, social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment! Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? No, I am not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit, I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Montgomery, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you're cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Someone just say objection? Wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth was trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer of the DL6. He's gonna tell him he killed his own dad! Uh-oh. What do I do?
Objection!
The judgment has already passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't someone like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. You must hear this new statement. You must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It was only a nightmare. That's why I've told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From a distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. Sorry, as clear as day. The murderer, criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent. So declared innocent is confessing to a different crime? A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today? I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crimes of 15 years ago. I think I would like to have a 5 minutes recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. December 20th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all your effort. Sure. More with the Red. Hope Mr. Red Mora. Hope you're all having a good day. Pretty sure. Yeah, we're close to the end here of this one. Yeah, hope I'm having such a good day. Thanks for Red. Appreciate. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? He's also missed the parrot cross-examination. Yeah. I don't want to believe in myself, detective. Yeah, Alexa, hope you're having a good day. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Yeah. Everything's all good. Good. Hope your stream went well, Mora. How's your day going? Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Yes? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Oh, were you playing Mario Maker? By any chance? Yeah, Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I hope there is. Oh. Oh, I get it now. Okay. Which one of these end this? Which one of these end you this time? He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? Isn't it? Oh, okay, that one. Okay. 56. Okay. I know what Jason's referring to 6, so I'm just gonna keep that myself quiet. I'm gonna keep myself. Not. It's not. It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in the court records. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right, I haven't checked the newest one since it got fully uploaded and stuff. I don't even know if I have the record or not. Because I had it in like the first few minutes, the first half an hour or so. Right? December 20th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, corporate number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crimes. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitation on the DLC incident runs out today. Though it is unconventional for me, I would like to run this one by the books. See, does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Funkara? Oh, more heights are foul, appreciate it. Funkara, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? I actually almost lost my place on the line on this. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth? 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your own father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That would be the key, but only if I can get it to work. If I remember right, let me double check the DLC cache files. Fired twice. That was it! Please, please. The DL6 instance, the witness testimony. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? You were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the event. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yuki has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, crap. So I think I know what it is, but I don't know which evidence and which freaking statement. Oh, crap. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I do remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost upon Karma was the prosecuting attorney. So from Karma, we're handling that case. It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem from Karma's evidence. Alright, so there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Okay, me, yes, myself, my father, and Yami Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff, Yanayogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up? What happened next? Do you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick. I panicked. So, you're saying that you threw the pistol at Yogi? Sorry, Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. Scream? To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. Here it is. One part of the testimony that clearly contradicts the evidence. Sorry, one part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what that means. I better find out and quick. So I think I know which one it is. I'm going to save here because I'm pretty sure it's this statement. I'm pretty sure we have to represent the DLC case file.
Objection!
Yes. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. And everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. See. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness testimony. Witnesses, sorry. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Was victims data? Victims data. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Look at the victim's data in this file. It says, quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice! Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental fire when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, I'm sure that you're aware. This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is stated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we don't know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot was fired? Do you have any proof the other shot fired has something to do with this case? Yeah. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Montgomery, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have any evidence that the second fire of the pistol was related to this incident?
Take that!
Look at this photograph. There's a photo. This is a photograph of the crime scene 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. And this photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please! Please get the clue. Let's get the clue, sorry. Show the judge the contradiction in this photo.
Take that!
Here. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We should know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, forget it. Anyway, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving on? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost conscience after the shot he fired rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright! But who could that someone else be? A murderer. Of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies get out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case files. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary? That's on page 1. Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times. Then the other barrel would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that had claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That's the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet was not found. The second bullet fire was not found. Okay. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is a single bullet fired. Sorry, it's a single bullet fired. Why am I messing up my reading? I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick! The second bullet wasn't there, and all my conjectures are for nothing. No! But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you get Edgeworth declared innocent! I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Nah, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no! He's accepting the guilt! Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant right today, right here. Sorry. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have an objection? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's going blank. I can't find the words. Is it right? I'll try.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick? I don't know. This kiss is perfect. Oh no. Ah. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you say? Nothing. The second bullet must assist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Sorry. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it assists. What? We've just heard proof that it did not assist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. Yeah, that's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us. Just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a straight bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Of course there was need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet in the crime is... Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see? That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory Edgeworth's well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the two shots fired? Oh, right. Is it right? You really thought this through? I'm gonna have to penalize you. Alright, this is going so well. Was there some pressing need? I'm gonna try this. Why would the murderer have spent the time looking for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. Sure, Mr. Wright. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer... What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I had no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. But what if that really... But what if that's what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Mouse Edgeworth and Yami Yugi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside? Yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picked up the pistol at his feet and threw it. The pistol discharged and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy lost consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside. So right? You're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you're saying. What are you saying? Don't deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick! Huh? I just followed something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicted the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us a name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come up and say it now? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? A prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object? I see no need. I honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection. Because you took a vacation. Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet, you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Perfect. Why would I need surgery now? Where did I go under the knife, Mr. Wright? The knife hat, Mr. Wright. Bring the doctor. The operator to me. Have him testify. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Kara, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. I believe a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Von Kara pulled a bullet out of himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Listen, alright, Von Kara, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Kara's shot is... Von Kara is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. Then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Kara performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Kara. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We can use this metal detector. Well, Von Kara, I'm going to run this for you and see what we find. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end this right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Kara, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick! What does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted! Something's inside his right shoulder! A bullet! Mr. Von Kara? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with that incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relevance to DL6. But Mr. Von Kara, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Kara's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. It's because you took it out of the records from yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crimes. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. Did you see? I have proof! What? Who would have thought that you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Here's my final proof, and here's my final proof. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. It was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, in Mr. Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know if both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easy. Here. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Okay. It's that scream I've heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma! Only you, sir, defy me! So, it's you. You and your father are my curse! Your father stained me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with bare hands! Death! Death! 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Well, Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I've ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the halls and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the light came back on. Their door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious and oxygen deprived. Oh, sorry, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Sorry, must have been surprised. A pistol lay at my feet. I knew then, it's destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke for a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was a fool. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Die. End it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. So Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty again! That is all. This court is adjourned. December 20th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try, thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Jeez, got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal. You're perfect just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party! Dinner's on me! Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe? That's how you say thank you. I see. Oh! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Hola! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you! You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one else was... Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Laura? You, me? Aw, I went back to college. Gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? Over, Nick. My life is over. Why the soft yes, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kayan's. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! You didn't see that one coming. Yo, Angie! There you are! Yes, here I am. Congrats, Angie! Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts! You come along too. You come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that's questioned to me. When he says treat, that's not placed off for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Ashworth in school? $38. No. No! Larry! It was you! Why are you so surprised about it, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off. He was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Remember, right? Was I really right? I'm surprised you didn't think it right. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me! I know, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Why don't stop leaving me? I became a defense attorney of what you two did. Because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah. And you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I had only known, I have become a prosecutor! Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might have been a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. I'd known the truth. I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Wanna switch right? Hey y'all, line up! I'll take a photo! Hey, photo time! Let's go! And after that, dinner's on me! Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 AM. Wright and Co. Law Office. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5? Maybe I should go back to sleep. Hmm? What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So, I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium. For starters, I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? Ah! The first train for the mountains has already left! To the station! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. He goes, okay?
Hold it!
Wait! What? What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped from Kara, Maya. Huh? But I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? No man, some evidence to cheer her up.
Take that!
A bullet? Onkara was convinced he had taken all the evidence partaking the DL6. But you're the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that almost by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Is that right? Perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
So, that ends at least the original Game Boy Advance versions of this version of Games Right. And obviously, going back to it was enjoyable. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the picnic to wish me a Happy New Year. Look about a present supply. Present supply. Roar! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? But yeah, I haven't played this in a long while, so it was very nice to kind of go through it. And like I said, I'm going for the anime again just to get a reminder of each of the cases, even though some things are different. It's just nice to do. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen it lately. With me? I've been working at a cheese shop. Missy's a nice lady. And she's not exactly what you call a cheap dude. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Yeah. Like, in terms of cases, these are, like, probably the most simplest cases you can get. But that's an interesting one. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell. I sort of told him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Let's hit listen to the music again. So, you know, it's an interesting refresh of these. Finish right? Ah, the defense attorney for who I wrote that affidavit for. Yes. You should know, I've taken a management of the Kidwater Hotel recently. Should you be near her? Please stop by. So I know there's one case left, but I'm going to talk about that case as an individual moment because it feels right. Feels better for that one. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes. Mila's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him much. I think it was it. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemons, you see. So yeah, so there's 12 episodes. We've only gone through 4, so we're about a third of the way through all cases in this one of the trilogy. So he's right. Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. Can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. And I know you're doing this. But yeah. I said this is the start of the whole thing, so yeah. Obviously a lot simpler compared to Apollo. I'm pleasantly announced the Pink Princess is a hit! I sure owe them the right of a great deal, Sniff. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of public till this show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? But yeah, like I said, compared to Greatest Attorney, like this is a lot more simpler, easy enough. No, so yeah. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she called a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't find where she is. What kind of place is she at anyway? I'm really trying to think about what else to talk about, but I'm also having to bounce at my 14 days. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I stuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy at my tender age. Yeah, I'm also realizing that we basically need to finish each game like within a month or so. I wanted that. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Not me. I've been trained to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real! Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Yeah, I would have to beat each game, like, try to finish a case like a week or so each time. Just so we can maybe get to January for Apollo. So. Oh yeah, Gumshoe's also on the confetti. Aside from that, so yeah, so Rise from the Ashes. That the new that's new. So this is gonna be what we're gonna do next, and because of the nature of this episode, we'll be talking about this case as an individual, as opposed to the game itself. For now, we are wrapping things up. We have to play the intro just while I'm going to explain what happened. Yeah. So I'm gonna wrap things up here. I'll explain this case when we actually kick things off. But that's what we're gonna do Wednesday. This case, Rise from the Ashes. So yeah, with that being said, hope you have a good day, this week. I will see you all next time. When this kind of ends up. When this ends. So we just let the scene a little play out first. Because there's a little bit more history of this case. That's why I wanted to be talking about normally. Anytime now. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up now properly. I'll see you next time. Bye.